Good morning, everyone. Swiftgal playing some more Grime. Last time we made some progress in the nerf route, unlocked unlocked the map. Ooh, that's actually promising as well. Be it possible to unravel, tear off the thin, dry roots. They make the best threads. Won't be much longer before I am taken to the palace. If you're doing this right, you're gonna need to replace me. Why would I want to replace you? I'm going to be a sculptor, not a stitcher. You are what the Carven want you to be. Right now they need more stitchers. Ridiculous. Form sculpting is of much greater significance. As if they would let you sculpt any forms. Enough of this. Just be quiet and work. Okay. So we saw a little red thing reach out to try and attack us, I thought? Yeah, right there. That guy. That's actually really important because that is an indicator that there is another hunt nearby. Right there. That was an awesome fluke. Okay. Making sure I don't take falling damage there. So, hunts are the name of the game today. We've got 2 other hunts that we know where they are at least. And there's a boss off to the side that I would like to fight, but I would like to get these... I'm gonna try and boost up my Mad Rock a bit, and possibly... Do I want to just do this refund now? I like the fact that I'm at 5, so I could theoretically redo my stat array, but I don't know what I'd redo. Right now the bow axes, like, if I want to use the scythe in the bow axes, I need this laid out the way it is. So I'm not going to readjust those, I don't think, right now, which makes me feel like I can probably afford to scrap the wretch because I'm not getting a big boost in ardor. I'm not keeping high ardor very often. I'll hold off until I actually get where I'm going. The other one that I could potentially get rid of is the one that gives me breath on destruction rather than just absorption. Oh, we haven't been down here yet. We went up last time. Whoops. Sure, I guess we'll keep exploring then. What's the worst that could happen? Bow daggers? Is that like a bow axe except with daggers? Because if so, I'm going to be slightly grumpy. Because that's a dex-based weapon, which means I could potentially redo and get into strength. And it does still have the long-range darts. Every 3 successful hits. to get a stack. It is a lot weaker though. Let's do a quick check here. So it's almost the same move set. It's just very fast. Honestly, that may give me a lot more reason to do the rebuild that I was looking at. As odd as that may sound, because that means I can get rid of strength almost completely and go back down to 2. And rebuild my dexterity, since that's what it scales off of. Basically, I wouldn't need certain stats anymore, so I'd have a lot more to play with. I did that in the wrong order. So somewhere around here was where the red tendrils started popping up again. Yep, there we go. We even know where he is. We just can't get to him yet. Go ahead and get that filled back up. So my problem right now is that that guy is interrupting a lot of my attacks. So I think what I'm going to do is actually ignore the guy up at the top and just keep going so that we can potentially get around to the other guy. Because I don't want the other guy interrupting me. And I feel like that's going to keep happening. So we know, let's get a marker mode here. Oop. We know there's a guy here, and we know there's... Why is it drifting like that? I haven't had any problems with the actual control inputs when I'm on the overworld. Or like when I'm actually playing the game. Okay. And another enemy down there. We're gonna go ahead and skip him because we don't actually need to fight every single enemy every single time. Take it. Can't get through that currently. Interesting. This is going down further into a new area. And the name Child Bed is kind of a terrifying continuation of this. Everything in this game has kind of a terrifying existential vibe to it. Yeah. Okay. We're going to not do that right now. Oh, and this is actually where we're trying to get. That's not exactly what I wanted to do. Carvin, what do you want? It's mine. My gift for Shidra. Stay away, you dusty sibling thief. Find your own offering. Your kind thinks they're better than us just because you made yourself longer limbs. Bah! What is your new form worth when it's made of the broken bodies of my siblings? And mothers, poor mothers. Bah! Out of the way, Shidra the World Pillar will help right your wrong after I give them this valuable material. They will grant me a powerful device made of your body, and I will dance on the broken pieces of your kind. Out of my way. Okay, so that 6th Motley Pearl actually makes this work a little bit better. Because we could theoretically do a remake and reset either the Wretch or the Carver. I'm gonna hold off a little bit because I would like to be able to get back up to World Pillar first, which means we need being so far from the pillar. She just said to make my services available should you need them. Please hurry up and slay the feaster. I do not like this place. Its inhabitants are far too influenced by the other. Their bodies are shaped in horrifyingly nonsensical ways. Some don't even have fingers or arms. They're all legs. More like long, bloated nails. Anyway, please stick... Okay. So Hiad is going to... Oh. So they're gonna give us restore all force, head back to the nearest surrogate. Next absorb gives more breath. The only thing on here that I'm super excited about is breath through fragments, and those are very expensive, so I'm not super excited by that. I really didn't want to get to the new area yet. So I guess, I mean, like it's good that we're there, but I did want to, well, I guess we don't really have a path to get to this guy. So maybe that's okay. Maybe we're gonna get a new power-up when we beat whatever this boss is in the Feaster's Lair, and that's gonna let us get through these, like, I'm guessing it's gonna be an air dash to be able to get through those like cracks in the wall that are a little bit higher up. But I'm hoping we can get a nerve pass from Feaster's Lair. And if we can get back. That'll give us clearance to rebuild our character. Huh. I mean, I'm not above playing smart rather than playing hard. All we need here is the hunt point. Oh, this is part of Lithic. Interesting. So we don't have the map for the other sections, but we have a map for this. Okay, so if this connects up here, this might open a path. Interesting. So that is definitely a shortcut. Hey, this is where I was just grinding forever, ever. Okay. So since we've got this quasi shortcut back to where we were, I'm going to, I guess it's kind of a long cut, but it's all relative. We have a way to get back to do, or to get up there and get my weapon upgrade that I want. From there, I can test out those daggers. And if the daggers work as well as the axes, that will give me a way to fully reset what our stuff is and reboot our stats, get us back. Basically, it lets us min-max more, and min-maxing means that your character is going to be stronger most of the time. The only thing I'm concerned about right now is that the bow dagger has a lot lower rate for their damage, but I'm curious if it's actually going to be a I suspect it's going to be a faster charge time, which I would actually really like. We can't actually fully test it until we... Actually, do we have the stats for it? I don't think we do, because it's got a 7 dex requirement. I guess before I redo everything. Yeah, that's slightly annoying because now we have to go back down into things. Ooh. Oh, we don't have quite enough mass to upgrade it twice. Do we have another... Yeah. So one of the other big things with the bow daggers is because it's very fast, I'm hopeful that the low damage won't matter as much. I guess we'll see. Let's give it a test run. See how low the damage is. So I guess, do I want to be coming back in from this side? Maybe not. Let's take Nerve Pass back over to Lithic, and then we can come back around the other side. And the Lithic enemies would be a better test for this anyway, because if it sucks, I won't be stuck with it. Yep, we're redoing it. I already feel awesome about that. It's a slightly slower charge time, and the reason the projectile damage shows is lower is because it shoots 2 projectiles. Yeah, that is a much faster draw that feels like it's actually usable, whereas the other one was very hard to actually get charged up. Like, in combat. It was good for preempting enemies, but not for just getting a few pings of damage in here and there. I need to get down to here. Yeah, this is still probably the best way. Oh. Okay. This makes me very happy. Let's do this. So, the requirements for the two weapons I'm currently on are 6 and 7 dex, 2 strength, and 4 resonance. That means I can go down to 2 strength with very little consequence. And I can boost my dexterity, which is my primary scaling for both of them, even higher. As well as just boosting other stats if I wanted to. So remake. We're gonna go 2, 7, 4. And I guess let's do 8 force, 8 dexterity. Nine force, 9 dexterity. Sure. We've got 2 more Motley Pearls, so we can theoretically pull this. And I'm still not sure how much good this one actually does, but we're at... Oh man, that one's 3. I did want to boost this as well. Wait, what? Charge to heal for 150% instantly. That actually feels like pretty good too. Fortunately, I don't have enough for all of them. So I think... Boulder Head is another one that I was looking at because I feel like that makes sense. So if I pulled this, that would give me 4. And then I could do another tier of Mad Rock and Boulder Head. That feels good. Let's do it. I'm giving myself a lot more flexibility with my parry doing this. And making it safer, because the more I play, the more I feel like the parry is like the very much the key to this game. And boosting it up feels good. Whoa, why did my weapons suddenly unequip? Oh, because I didn't have the stats to use either of them for a second there. Okay, I think at this point we've done it. We once again have done a lot. Not what I was intending to do, but you know, sometimes you find new things rather than being able to go back and do what you were planning on doing. So I do think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up here. I feel like our rebuild is feeling very good right now. I'm really liking these daggers. They actually do a lot of damage. And the bow on them is way better than the bow on the bow axes were. Plus, now we've gotten our stats rearranged, so we have a significantly higher rate. I wouldn't be surprised if we're actually doing more damage now because of the boost. Okay. So right now we've got health and force getting boosted. Can we do force dexterity? It's with these guys. Clawhound. I don't think we're using Clawhound. Well, what are these guys boost? Frail Arm, which is literally just you restore force on a successful repel. It's not that exciting to get a huge boost off of my armor for that. Madrock, Boulder Head. So we could go with the Highline Chest and Legs to boost force and dexterity instead of health. And then we could give the Boulder Plate Chest, which will give me a pretty sizable boost. Oops, no. It was Highline Chest, Boulder Plate Hands. Get rid of the Prickly Weeper. There we go. Because that will give us a well-rounded boost to our stats. I may still go with the Prickly Weeper for cosmetic, just so it's the same across the board. This is the only complete set I have. But I do feel like so that's 6% still to health, as opposed to the other arm that we have, which is just not great for what we're doing. And then these two are both boosting force and dexterity, giving us more stamina and more damage. Yeah, that feels good. Okay, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and wrap here. We'll dig deeper into the Feaster's Lair next time. And hopefully within the next couple videos, we'll be able to go back and do these. Honestly, we might be able to do this, but it's just way out of the way right now. Because originally my plan was to just take out these 2 hunt enemies to be able to get the things that I literally just bought, and then go back and take this boss out. But we couldn't get to this guy because there wasn't a good path, because we don't have the ability to get through these paths yet. Long story short-ish, we didn't end up doing what we wanted, but I'm really happy with where we ended up. Next time we will take on as much of the Feaster's Lair as we can. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.